How do you set yourself up for a promotion, or to get noticed for a promotion rather?
Absolutely. So, I mean, firstly, it's important that you can really that you're able to talk strategically about your accomplishments. I already talked about visibility. Like, think about how can it's not about pushing yourself into the limelight. It's more like how can you work? How can you make your work more
Hmm.
visible within the organization, or within how can you how can you become more visible to the decision makers within your organization? So that would be one. You want to focus on service as well. Like, how can you get your ideas in a way that lets you impact
Hmm.
those that you want to serve? It could be as simple as posting on your company's intranet, on a Slack channel. Maybe hosting a lunch in
Yeah.
the office. I mean, whoever still goes to the office, I don't know actually, where you can discuss the innovative process your team has been working on. You might want to send out an email commending the recent great work of your team, knowing that the work reflects well on you if you are a manager. So the specifics will look different depending on your goals and organizational culture, but there are just a lot of ways that you can gracefully make you and your work more visible. And also, sometimes, and I think especially women
Mm.
are guilty of that, that we kind of we give this like little lies. I mean, not lies, but do you ever do that? So, for example, only giving credit to others on the team and not
Hmm.
acknowledging your own role. I see people do that all the time, actually, not just women, like even when I do one-to-one interview practice with coaching clients, they would often talk about what we've done, but they don't acknowledge what their specific role was. And then they wonder why why they're not getting hired. Like, you have to be clear about what your specific contribution was as
Yeah.
well. Or sometimes what we do is, yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you've seen that. Um, or like sometimes maybe you never mention extra work or like extra hours spent on a project. If you spend the last 3 weeks working till 8 p.m. every day, like if I did that, my boss would definitely know. I would not just like keep it quiet. Or like maybe you're communicating about areas of a project where you fell short, but you're not communicating equally about areas of success. A lot of people, they don't highlight their accomplishments, even like past accomplishments or awards, even when they're highly relevant. Or like sometimes we also rationalize away past successes so they appear less meaningful. So, for example, oh, that award was kind of
Hmm.
silly in a way, or that degree isn't so relevant here, or I only got that special assignment in my last job because they needed someone to fill the gap immediately. So just don't do that.
Yeah, it's really interesting why, like, I'm really interested why that happens, because I definitely know the feeling. I've definitely been on the spot. I mean, back when we used to be in offices, I remember, I would get someone would give me some public praise for something, and I would remember feeling like, oh, like everyone's looking at me, and even though it's a positive thing, like I just don't want to. I just don't want to be there, right? I don't want people to look at me, and I don't know if it's an imposter syndrome or what it was, but I definitely can relate to that feeling of not wanting to take ownership for praise, even though it seems like such a positive thing, right? Why would we be afraid of that?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's very common. It could be imposter syndrome. But I think next time, just instead of just you
Mm.
just say thank you. It was a lot of hard work for myself and the team.